Hello, Glass Cannon, and welcome to the Wicked Empire, a campaign for Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. My name is Jared Logan. I am your dungeon master for this campaign, which is about crime and drugs and action and martial arts on the Isle of Temple Bay. I have 4 incredible players here with me. Clare Grant, who plays our Tabaxi monk, Fish. He's a drunken monk, drunken style, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, yeah.
Is that sort of, why did you choose drunken style exactly? Play what you know, or?
No, I actually, I like the mechanics of the drunken monk the best.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. And have you gone on vacation lately? I mean, we're on a beautiful, lush tropical island for this campaign. Are you have any vacation plan for the near future? Or?
I actually went to Tulum last month, and that was pretty great.
Well, Tulum, where is that? That's
in Mexico. No,
in Mexico.
It's Mexico.
Okay.
It's very close to LA.
What did you do there?
I sat on a beach and played backgammon.
You know, you could have done that at home.
But not with the ocean and
right.
pineapple drinks.
No, that's a good point. Tulum, Mexico. And that's not like Tijuana, right?
No.
Different vibe?
Definitely.
Okay. Because I go to Tijuana a lot.
Yeah,
There's just certain kinds of shows that I can see there that I can't see in other parts of the country or the other parts of Mexico, really.
Like what, Jared?
Yeah, tell us, Jared.
Tell us about these certain shows.
Well, just kind
one-man
of,
shows?
One-man shows, exactly. Yeah, there's a theater scene there that you can't get anywhere else.
Wow.
South of the
Good comedy
border.
scene? Really funny stand-up? Or
Yeah. Oh, man, I love going to the Chuckle Hut in Midtown Tijuana. And just checking out my favorite comedians from the improv and whatnots. You're hearing the voices of Sydney Amanuel, Noura, Ibrahim, and Ross Bryant. What about you guys? Any fun vacations going on? What's happening with y'all?
I need to look at my streaming schedule to see when I can fit like a proper one in. But
Right.
I do get to DM on a cruise ship next year, which is going to be really fun.
You're
So we're
dungeon
actually-
mastering on a cruise ship?
Yeah, we're going to be doing like a 7-night cruise from New York to the Bahamas, and I'm going to be a DM for 7 days. I didn't mean this to be a plug, but it's for Satine's Quest, so
Yes.
it's going to be fun. Yeah,
Congrats,
Yeah.
that'll be
so
awesome.
awesome.
yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So I'll get one in. If I'm hoping to get another one, like a proper vacation in before that, though.
So with this cruise, like when you guys land at like, I don't know, Puerto Vallarta or whatever. Is it in the Caribbean? Where is it at, actually? Let me find that out.
I think Bahamas. I'm not, or
The
Bermuda.
Bahamas.
Bermuda.
Okay, so
Ooh.
when you land in these like at Bermuda, do you guys just all come running off the ship in like pirate gear, full cosplay, just like attacking people with swords, raiding the island like Vikings?
Listen, we might. I don't know if there's going to be jade circlets, but it's part. We're having some sort of quest on land for one of the days. So
Oh my God.
like a masquerade
That sounds so
LARP kind of thing.
Yes.
At night for one of the days. So it's going to be like an interconnected storyline. It's going to be fun.
That sounds awesome. It sounds super nerdy, and it sounds like a whole boat full of people who are going to get seasick.
Hopefully
JK,
not.
it's gonna be awesome. I'm really excited for you. What about you, Sid? You got any vacation, or have you gone on a vacation this year so far?
I actually went hiking and camping at Mount Rainier not too long ago, which was a vacation in its own. It was also like an adventure. There's a difference. I was talking about this with the group. We all like love to go hiking and camping together. And we're like, that is a trip. We need to now do a vacation where, like Claire said, you sit on the beach and you drink a nice, funny little drink, because they're very different types of trips. So I think my next vacation is actually going to be in Mexico as well, in Akumal, Mexico, which is, I think, south of Cancun, north of Tulum. It's in the same general area. But yeah, I think I'm going to go to Alcamal in like December, possibly with my family on a nice little, haven't seen you in like 2 years, little trip together.
That's nice. Yeah. My wife and I always kind of have to take one trip that's like sitting on a beach. And then the next trip is kind of more of a Jared trip where it's kind of like, this is the history of how the Civil War was fought. Join us for this audio tour about specific rifle barrel sizes.
Your wife is so kind to you.
She's very nice. One time we were in the Art Institute of Chicago, which I made her tour for like 4 hours one day. And she looked at a painting and she said very loudly in the middle of the museum, "This is fuckery." Because it was like this like modern art type painting. And like all these people just started pulling their children away. And that's sometimes how my wife feels.
Who was the artist, Jared? Name names.
It was the artist Cy Twombly, who I quite like, and who has, I think, an excellent artist name, Cy Twombly.
Yeah.
That's a good D&D name. I should name if I die.
Right?
My next one's gonna be Cy Twombly.
Yes.
Holy shit!
My
Yeah,
halfling cleric named
okay.
Cy Twombly.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, we always have to compromise that way. Ross Bryant, what about you, man? You taking any trips?
I mean, I'm broadcasting today from beautiful Austin, Texas.
Oh, really?
Where I have come. Yeah. It's
Oh yeah, we can hear it just a little bit.
just a little bit.
You're Austin.
We can hear that Texas internet.
Yeah, you can hear it. You can hear that Texas internet staying weird.
Just hitch that old Ethernet up to the post there, and the horse will run around that wheel and keep it going.
That's right. I'm in Austin, the home of Daniel Johnston, so I'm keeping things appropriately lo-fi today.
Yes.
Excellent. Well, we love your
story.
lo-fi outsider artist sound, Ross Bryant. Thanks for being here. Look, I'm talking about vacations because Temple Bay and the Wicked Empire campaign, it takes place on the island of Temple Bay, and Hawaiian shirts are canon in my game world. I know they're not really from a medieval, early modern zeitgeist, but Hawaiian shirts do exist in our campaign world. And so far, this campaign, it's just been a total vacation for you guys. Ross's character Grinson, who works for an espionage organization called the Looking Glass, the kind of the secret police arm of the Movian Empire. Grinson was hired to put together a team of people to go to the Isle of Temple Bay to confront the drug lord Mother Kana and shut down her operation. Grinson had an agent on the island that had gone dark. He had stopped sending messages back, so that's why Grinson had to get a team together and go rescue his agent. Among the teammates he put together were Kina, Noura's character, a tiefling I almost said paladin again. Paladin. I'm sorry. I'm from West Virginia, and I use the West Virginia pronunciation. A tiefling paladin who has a thing wants vengeance against Mother Kana, because Mother Kana used to be part of her order and betrayed them all and kind of went off
rogue.
to be she went rogue. Yeah, so you've got to take her down. We haven't seen her yet, but when we do, I feel like it's just going to be a red haze for Kina. What do you think, Noura?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be, in like Kill Bill, when all of a sudden she sees somebody that's like on her death list, and it's like wee wee. It's totally gonna be one of those.
Holy shit!
moments.
I love that. Okay, well, if you don't make the sound effect, I'm gonna make it when you see her. And then he also recruited Fish in the water, the Tabaxi monk, whose entire monastery full of monks of the waking dream were wiped out by some monks that live on Temple Bay, who might or might not be working for Mother Kana. And Fish, you found out something really horrible in our last episode. What did Fish find out about Thanu, his dragon teacher?
Well, we found out that Thanu is being held captive somewhere on the island, and his blood is being drained as the secret ingredient for the Black Rainbow drug.
That's right. So that's awful. He's being exsanguinated by Mother Kana's drug operation, and he is a powerful brass dragon of good. So that's just it's not cool that that's happening.
Yeah, it's not
It
okay.
reminds me of the secret ingredient of Slurm.
Right, exactly. Yes, Black Rainbow was inspired by Slurm. Thank you for reminding me. And he also recruited Bick, an elven rogue played by Sid. And Bick has a hit list. And one of the people on it is her former business partner, a fellow criminal, fellow thief, Striga Blackfoot, who you have learned is in the Pleasure Dome here on the island. And is Bick waiting for her chance at revenge? What's she going to do when she sees Striga?
Yeah, it's hard because at first she wasn't sure if Striga was on her bad side, but then recently, thanks to like a memory check, she did remember that like Striga totally has her share of their last heist. So
Yes.
I think, yes, when she sees Striga, it's going to be not a pleasant scene.
Yeah, has your share of the heist and is just spending it like mad probably in this place called the Pleasure Dome, where much money can be spent here on the island. It's sort of like a casino, brothel, drug den here on the island, the Pleasure Dome. So Grinson put this team together, Grinson being a sorcerer and also a spy. And then you all broke into the drug lab in our last episode. Where you liberated some chemicals. You liberated some health potions. And in fact, Bick did with some careful sneaking around. Liberated some healing potions, liberated some samples of the drug, and liberated also a purple compound. You're not sure what that does yet. However, even though you played really smart and you got there were a lot of sorcerers working in there using their sorceress skills to kind of brew this drug. Even though you got rid of a lot of them through chicanery and legerdemain and trickery, there were a few left, and you got into a battle with them. You managed to stop them from flipping the alarm, which would have made it even harder. But Grinson, your leader, the guy that put the team together, the old man, the old war horse, got hit by a cone of cold and died. Fish, our Tabaxi rogue, fell at one point to their spells, and Kina and Bick had no choice but to heal up Fish, leave the frozen corpse of Grinson behind, and escape through sort of a tunnel that connected a bunch of piping across the island from the drug lab to some other building on the island. And so that is where you find yourselves now. You kind of are crawling through this tunnel. You realize that the hot and volatile dragon blood that you discovered in the drug lab, this is like an access tunnel to the piping that dragon blood flows through. So it is incredibly hot down here, and it's extremely uncomfortable. However, there is enough time for you to take a short rest. You are safe enough, you are far away enough from the enemy combatants that you can take a short rest. And so you may return as many hit die as you like to yourself, and regain any powers or spells that can be regained during a short rest for your class. Does anybody have any questions or anything they want to tell me about that? Okay, great. And I think that right now you're probably thinking about your next move, Kina, Fish, and Bick, and thinking about the man you left behind. And so as you crawl on your hands and knees through this sweltering hot tunnel that is occasionally leaking corrosive dragon blood, what are you saying to each other?
Fish is really upset right now, and definitely has had probably a little bit too much as soon as, he was available. He was like, I can't believe they got Grinson.
What are we going to do without Grinson?
I'm more concerned with who we're going to talk to about Grinson when we get back. He was our only connection.
No, Grinson was here looking for somebody specific, right? Like he was here trying to save someone too, right? Maybe we could find him and and free him, and maybe he'll be able to tell us what we're supposed to do, and maybe he'll be able to get us the money that we need for this job. It doesn't have to all go to waste. And we can free Thanu.
I think Bick kind of looks at Kina and is kind of like, that's worth a shot.
I think so. I mean, without that, we're stuck here and we can't just try to leave. I can't leave Kana to be in charge here, and you can't leave Thanu, and
We're not leaving. I still have business to do. None of us are leaving. We're still a team, yeah?
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Grinson or no Grinson, we're still a team.
Right.
I'll just cut in to say that Bick, at the beginning, you were like, he was our only connection to whatever government agency had employed you, and that's super. I think as the rogue of the group, you realize that, oh, this team was put together because you all are expendable. Like if they want to just off you when you get back, like, or not pay you, like, nobody on this team is necessarily like, you know, an upstanding or a citizen of the Movian Empire. Even our friend Kina here belongs to this sort of obscure order of tiefling, like paladins, you know, the Ekaterine order. So, and tieflings are not treated super well in the Movian Empire because of their demon heritage. So, yeah, Fish, you make a good point. Maybe you should find, for several reasons, some of which are metagame reasons, maybe you should find this other agent, because he could speak on your behalf when you return to the mainland, if you ever do.
Yeah, I think Vic needs leverage, ultimately. Like, she's like, I don't care who this dude is. If we have to work with them, like, we'll do it, because she can't go back and say, Grinson died, oopsie, because they'll just kill her.
Yeah, very good. And in fact, it is getting so sweltering in here that I would like to know, where are people's HP at this point? Where are you at? Have people healed themselves up a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm at full right now.
Me too.
I'm almost to full.
Okay, great. So you're gonna have to start making Constitution rolls, because you seem to be getting closer to the source, or I don't know, the sort of the access area where people can do maintenance on this place is getting less accessible. It's starting to turn into more of a bottleneck, and even smaller tunnels up ahead, and it is sweltering hot, but you do see a place that you can exit right here. Kind of a railroad, if you will, a railroad that leads right out of the tunnel right here. If you'd like to exit and kind of cool down for a little bit. Alternately, you could keep crawling through the tunnel, but you could also. But I'm going to start making you make Constitution rolls.
It wouldn't hurt to take a peek to just see
why not
where.
see? We don't know where we are, so why not?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Great, very good. And so you start to climb out of the tunnel. This little kind of side. What would I call it? Like a porthole opens in the side for workmen. And when you do, you come out into a verdant green area. You are in thick bushes, and I'm moving the players there now on roll 20 so they can see exactly where they are at. And can the players see the fields? And can we let me just place the players over in this corner. Where are they?
A lot of people on this map, huh? If I was in a video game right now and I entered into this, like, area, I'd be like, nope, fuck this.
Yeah, here they are. Here's Kina,
find a
Fish,
different way.
and Grinson. Yes, okay, I got him out there. So, Grinson's not here, though. Kina, Fish, and Bick. Okay, and so you find yourself coming out of the tunnel through these like thick bushes, and you are looking out at some sort of agricultural operation. Immediately to the southwest of you, you see people picking the black orchids, the shadow orchids from these like thick bushes, and you see kind of trotting among them a man who is not doing any labor, not a man, a centaur, a man with the front half of a human and the back half of a powerful stallion. And he's walking among them with a halberd and keeping an eye on them as these sort of ragged, I mean, they're wearing rags. They're wearing burlap sacks and like torn remnants of maybe former tunics of merchants and normal folk, middle class folk, but now it's all torn into rags. You see these people picking these flowers, and I would like a perception roll from all three of you.
All right.
Also, I'm using my new dice that I got from Norse Foundry. Not a plug, but they're just very beautiful, and it's my first pair from Norse Foundry, and they're good people. So,
Ooh.
let's hope I roll well.
Norse Foundry, they do good work.
They do good work.
I'm gonna give myself guidance, which even with guidance, only rolled an 8.
I got a 14.
Okay.
I got a 13.
Then it is only Fish who realizes, and Fish, you were the one talking about the agent. You were talking about Grinson's agent. You see that agent. You see that he matches the description. It suddenly, your memory serves you. You remember what Grinson said about him, what he looked like, who he was, and you see him here picking black flowers from the bushes with a sort of empty look on his face. So, the man you may have come here to rescue, yes, there he is sitting here and doing agricultural labor for this centaur fellow. And beyond this wall, you can see this wall kind of along here. Beyond this wall, you can hear the sounds of more work going on and voices calling out from an enormous operation that's going on here with several different fields and groves of flowers. And so I ask you, team, Grinson's team, Looking Glass team number 57894, what are you going to do? Are you going to explore this area or leave Grinson's poor agent Skunt to fend for himself as a slave of Mother Kana's drug operation?
Forgot that their name was Skunt.
Skunt. Well, Fish turns to the others and tells them about, Skunt in the fields. And also it looks like all of these people are being held against their will. Maybe we could just lure that centaur-looking guy over here and somehow quietly take him out?
Interesting.
Okay, Jared, question. So
Great.
who else, just for my knowledge, on this map, who is picking the flowers and who seems like they're a guard or they're in charge? I see the centaur.
That's a really, really good question. The centaur is not working. The centaur is keeping an eye on them and occasionally yelling at them to go a little faster. Everybody else immediately near you is picking, and they are picking with alacrity. They are doing as they are told. And now that Fish has pointed it out, Skunt, to you, you realize they all have that sort of empty look on their face. So
Even our sorcerer friend with the red robes, my red robes?
Yes, even this guy. Yeah.
Okay.
And you can't really see the rest of the map right now, where from your vantage point, we opened it all up because it's all the same thing. But actually, you know what? I'll allow you to kind of see a centaur trots by. They're a little taller than the walls in some spots. So you can see that there are other centaurs out there trotting around.
Okay. Thank you.
Shouting orders, making demands.
All right, so we could distract that one centaur and try to lead Skunt and possibly others through a tunnel. However, if they find us, a tunnel's an easy place to just track us and, capture us there. Or we can try to distract him and lead them out through the fields.
Vic is sort of looking at her robes because she's still wearing the stolen robes from the sorcerer who was in the drug lab.
Right.
And she's like, I mean, I could try to just talk to him and possibly discuss the disturbance at the drug lab, maybe lead him in that direction. Thoughts?
We could tell him that we need Skunt to identify the body of our poor lost Grinson.
But how would we know?
Well, we wouldn't know. You, the sorcerer that works here wouldn't know. You're just taking orders.
We could just say he's needed for questioning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
that's a
that
good idea.
way we won't give too much of what we're doing away.
Yes.
Ongoing investigation, the red wave, the
Yeah.
trying to
Top
figure
secret.
it out.
Top secret.
Top secret. Mum's the word. All right.
Yeah, straight from Mother Kana.
Very good. Is this your plan? You're going to go and try to deceive this centaur overseer?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
Okay, very good. And is Bick going to go a little bit out there alone and talk to him?
Yes, I think Bick is going to be very, not boisterous, but is going to be very confident in her stride. Going to leave the bush area completely and then make a little noise as she enters on the path and just kind of say, excuse me, out of my way. And just walk through the people working up to the centaur to make herself known.
Please move Bick to where she would go.
All right, she's going to come about here on the path.
He immediately turns and looks at you and is like, yeah?
Someone's needed for questioning. I heard they were out in the fields. There's an ongoing investigation.
So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to roll this centaur's wisdom versus your deception skill. But we've already established that Bick was wearing blood-soaked robes, and Bick has been through an entire battle and crawled through tunnels of corrosive blood.
It's part of the investigation.
I'm gonna say, hold on. I'm retconning my little intro when I talk. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna be a little more frantic. I'm gonna be like, they attacked the drug lab. I just came from there. This is an emergency.
Ooh, very interesting.
I'm not even lying. I'm not even doing deception because I'm telling the truth that they did attack the drug lab.
Okay, no, you are not lying. I still want a deception roll, but you can go ahead and make that roll.
All right.
I was gonna make you make it a disadvantage, but with that story, it's pretty good. So go ahead and make a normal deception roll.
Get my dice. 18 total.
Wow. Really well done. And, it's the times where a DM really wants to railroad, but can't. You have tricked him. And so he's like, right. Okay, well, take whoever you want. Who you looking for?
Someone, the name was Skunk or Stunt. I
don't know their names. You need a description.
I don't know. He's short. Skunk. She just starts saying skunk.
And he goes, they don't know their names either, sweetheart.
Oh, right, of course. Let me walk through.
They've forgotten them.
Right, totally. I know that.
He moves out of your way.
And
he lets you go and look at each of them.
To Fish's description, and Fish had pointed who he was out, so I think Bick is going to walk up to him and tap him on the shoulder with her dagger.
Great.
Say, you need to come with me.
He turns around and Ross Bryant, you will be now portraying Grinson's agent Skunt. But did you get the message I sent you earlier, Ross Bryant?
I did. I received your secret message.
Secrets.
Well then, go ahead
secrets are no fun, except
talk
now.
to this drug lab technician who's come to question you, take you for questioning.
Honestly, I've got
You need me?
Yes, I just said, I need you. Come with me.
But I don't understand, because I gotta be about my business.
And I turn around and I start to pick the bulbs off the field.
No. Skunt, you need to come with me. You can stop picking. That's not your order anymore.
Gun.
Kina and Fish, would you please make a perception roll?
But that...
All right.
Who is it that you
19.
say?
What did you say you got, Kina?
19.
From the direction that you realize is the drug labs, you see a very large figure approaching. You might say a giant figure.
We might have company.
Fish would like to pull the arrow of giant slaying that he found earlier episode and hand it to Kina and say, I think it might need this.
In fact, if you look at the bottom of the screen, he has entered the area. A hill giant is making a beeline for your location.
Fuck.
Oh my.
So,
A big boy.
Just get this guy and run.
Yeah. I think I'm also getting frustrated with this dude, and Vic is like, okay, enough. And she kind of grabs him by the arms.
There's never enough.
Grabs
you
him by the
understand?
arms.
There's never enough. I gotta keep picking.
I'm gonna hit you. I don't want to, but I'm gonna hit you.
you're gonna hit him?
Sorry.
The poor bastard.
But I've done so good for you. I've done so good for you.
It would be so good if you just walked with me in a different direction from where we are now.
And he's like, very well. And he turns, but he makes like a complete circle until he's right back where he was and bends down and starts picking again.
Gotta be about my business.
All right,
The centaur kind of trots over and is like, remember, don't strike him or it snaps him out of it.
Right. Yeah, I flick him on the nose.
Flick him on the nose. You may make a DC 13 a wisdom saving throw, my friend.
What?
Me? Who?
I'm sorry, Skunt.
Oh, I was like,
being
that's sort of
flicked on the
magical.
nose. Yeah.
A DC, I rolled a 19.
You suddenly, like, just from like Bick's very hard tap on the nose, like stuff starts to kind of like but the centaur just saw you do that. Bick, you did it right in front of him, and he's like,
can I roll sleight of hand?
yes, I'll allow it.
Okay, with my rogue ways. Oh.
What'd you roll?
5.
Hey, I said not to strike him.
You said not to strike him, not to flick him.
That's when this hill giant just starts screaming, They're wearing the robes of the tax! Intruders! They're wearing the robes of the tax! Wait, what's a hill giant's intelligence? Let me make sure. Let me see how actually. Hill giant intelligence is 5. Oh, wow, that's a little lower than the displacer beast. He's not saying they're wearing the robes of the text. He's going, intruders! Intruders! That's all he's saying. He can't say about the robes of the text. And so that gives my centaur, because he also saw you hit, it gives him another, oh, there we go. I gave him another wisdom roll to figure out what's going on, and he just rolled a natch 20, everybody.
Oh.
No.
Brother.
It's not good. It's not good. And so now there's a hill giant involved, and everybody is going to roll their initiative.
Why would you do this?
Just a little point of clarification. Does that arrow of giant slaying, does that work on crossbows, or is that just a longbow situation?
The arrow of giant slaying, that is a, did I call it an arrow of giant slaying?
Let me see what I wrote down.
I know you said it had to go into the heart.
You just said arrow of giant slaying.
Well, you know what? It happens to work, with the technology of the movie and Empire, a lot of arrows kind of fit into crossbows as well. It's sort of a kind of common thing. It's ammo variability. So, yes, it will work in your crossbow.
Okay.
Can I have your initiative rolls while I let me make mine real quick. That's good. Wait. Oh, yeah. And let me roll for okay, not bad. And now my bad luck is over, everybody.
No.
It's over. I'm rolling well on my initiative for once. Y'all are straight fucked.
Stop it.
Okay. Did you just say stop it, Claire?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Stop.
Okay.
Quit it.
Stop it. Cut it out.
Let us win.
Skunt, what's your initiative? My friend Skunt, what's your initiative?
18.
An 18, not bad, Skunt. And my friend Fish, what's yours?
13.
13 for Fish. And Kina?
22, Jared.
Woo! Kina
Go
beat
team.
me. She beat me. And finally, a Bic.
21.
Wow, you guys beat me. That makes sense. I didn't need to stop it at all. You guys
No
won.
fair.
Okay, so we are going to start with Kina at 22. Kina,
All right.
what do you want to do?
I am going, first of all, how far away is this giant?
You can see him. Let me tell you exactly the distance he is from you. But from you, Kina, our friend the giant is, let's see here, he is 100 feet.
100 feet. All right, I can do that. All right, so I am going to first channel divinity, abjure enemy. Oh, no,
wow.
no, I'm sorry. He's not close enough for that one. Okay. I am going to just hit him then with that crossbow. And I will save that one for when he's a little closer.
Okay, so it's just a regular crossbow shot, right?
Yes, just a regular crossbow
great.
shot.
You have one problem. Let's see if you have line of sight. Because there is a wall here you can see.
Important thing. Can I fly up in the air?
Oh, girl, of course you can. And that is where your flight is helping you out. Also, I think you actually have it through this, I might have given him, cover AC, but if you're flying, I don't think I will. Yeah, you would have been able to get him out of this gap, but he still would have gotten some cover, but now I'm going to let you go ahead and fly up and take a regular
you see
shot.
those robes come off because those were covering her wings, and you just hear whoosh, 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 as she floats up into the air with her bat wings, crossbow in hand, and hits him with that giant slaying arrow.
Oh, here we go.
I'm just gonna go for it.
Okay, here it goes. Let's see.
Go for it. And that is a 19 to hit.
Now, the thing about it is, if I was being a real son of a bitch, I'd say, when did Fish hand you that and put it in your crossbow, and you loaded it in your crossbow and all of that?
Oh, she mentioned it. She
I did.
said, yeah.
You just did? Okay.
No, I did it before we rolled initiative.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a son of a bitch, so it's not an issue. What was your roll, my friend?
It was a 19 to hit.
That is a hit.
Yeah.
Now, what's the damage on those things?
What is the damage on those things? It's a magical weapon meant to slay a particular kind of creature. The creature must make a DC 17 Constitution saving throw or take an extra 6d10 piercing damage on a failed save. Now,
6d10?
6d10. So go ahead and tell me, how much damage have you done with just your regular crossbow bolt?
Just the regular, 11 points.
Okay. So, so far, doing well. So far, you've done 11 points of damage. The bolt goes, by the way, you flap up, you fire the arrow of giant slaying. It goes straight into his chest, direct hit. But you know that these things, I mean, a hill giant barely feels anything. But this is an arrow of giant slaying, so now he must make his DC 17 Constitution saving throw. However, it's a hill giant. And hill giants have good constitution, +4. So if I roll a 13, the hill giant will not take the extra 60-10 damage. Let's see how he does. Ladies and gentlemen, I rolled a 10. He fails his constitution saving throw. Kina, that was badass. Go ahead and roll 60-10 damage.
Here they come.
Oh my god.
He took 43 points of damage, extra damage from that arrow.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
So altogether, then he's taking
That was 54 points.
54
Oh my
damage.
god.
Wow.
And because you have done more than half damage, well, about half damage in one hit, I'm going to rule that the hill giant takes a knee and thinks about what's happening this round. He just isn't ready for, prime time for a round. I think that's really fair. Let's see. I'm going to just put him. Let's see. Is there a little symbol I can put on him to say he's taking a breather?
I do like that this giant truly is like, no fair.
Yeah. Well, look at this. He's got this is a little symbol that shows a bunch of arrows in someone's back. So there we go. That's perfect.
Appropriate.
So yes, exactly. So our hill giant is like, he's like laying there with this arrow sticking out of his chest, and maybe until he gets it out, he can't really come and mess with you guys. Really good first turn, Kina, and now it is Bix's turn.
Damn. Yeah, I think like that fucking arrow made like a sonic wave, like a crack. And I think Bic is standing next to Skunt and is just like, oh my god. And then turns around and sees this, also didn't see the hill giant, now sees the hill giant and is like, what is happening? But very quickly, very reactive to this centaur, she is going to do like underleg sweep. I want to do an unarmed attack, but I want to try to like knock the centaur prone.
You want to do an underleg attack on you want to do a sweep the leg on a centaur?
Or you know what? No, you're right. Too many legs. I want to kick his front leg in the wrong way. I want to just try to like stomp the centaur's leg and try to make it like prone, I guess, or go down to a knee.
That makes sense to me. I'll tell you what, if you can make an attack roll at disadvantage, I will allow you your sneak attack damage because I think that you kind of tricked him for a little bit, and he's only just now going like, wait, hold on a second, and that's when you like kick his like leg in, so I'll allow sneak attack damage, which will be applied to the leg if you can make it with disadvantage.
All right, let me try.
Yep.
Oh wait, that was a crack. Okay, no, still 10.
10 is not enough. So he just kind of trots back right out of your range as you go like, yeah, and like try like a martial strike against his leg. That was a really good attempt, Bic, but unfortunately the jig is up. The operation's already going south, and you do miss. Do you have any movement or anything that you'd like to use before your turn is up?
I do. I'm wondering though if it makes sense to try to like run back to the tunnel, because we had just discussed like if they see us going into the tunnel, that ruins the tunnel system for us.
Yeah.
So I don't think I should lead them back that way. So I think instead I'm just going to move a little bit back further on the path, get some cover from some of these workers, and keep my distance from the hill giant.
That makes sense. You have just moved away from somebody you were kind of adjacent to, this centaur. Do you have something that gives you kind of a free disengage? You're a rogue, so I think that you do.
I get my bonus action to hide, so I guess I'm using that as like, or disengage, actually. I do get my cunning action to disengage.
Right,
so.
the cunning action to disengage. Okay, then done and done. You would try to hit him. He kind of trots back, and you're like, fuck. And you just run and get out of the way. And that brings us to... okay, now here's where things get hairy for everybody. Because what you didn't realize, because I'm a bastard, is that there are characters here that you can't see that were hidden in the bushes. And that's when that's when a goblin moves into this little corner through the wall, aims at Bick, and
My
fires a little bow.
Oh, you tricksy jerk.
I am a tricksy jerk, aren't I? The attack with the bow is a 15 versus your AC, Bick.
That hits.
Bick, you initially take 1d6 plus 2 damage, which is, oh my god, he did 8. But the real bitch of this is that the arrow is tipped with something. Please give me a Constitution saving throw.
This is the worst day of Bick's life. Another goblin. Oh, nat 20, baby.
Yeah.
Okay. You can feel some sort of drug trying to take a hold of your system. For a second, you feel kind of drowsy and like everything. You get a little bit of double vision, but you shake yourself out of it, Bick, and maybe you pull the arrow out as well before the drug can really take effect. But that guy was hidden right there. And then let's see. My goblins, they get to do something really fun, which is they can do a nimble escape. They can take the disengage or hide action as a bonus action on each of its turns. So it's going to hide again. And it is going to move back away from the wall. And it is going to hide with a little hide roll. And I'll write down how it's doing in terms of its hiding. Let's see here. And I'm going to disappear it again. Goodbye, young goblin. Goodbye. There he goes, and he's gone. So that's the game they playing. And then it is that is the only goblin that is going to attack this turn. And then it is Skunt's turn. We finally get to learn about our friend Skunt.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you whacked Skunt in the nose, and he was just kind of like, oh, and then chaos ensued. Suddenly he's like the arrow, like sonic boom hits him from the giant arrow. Lady's flying up in the sky. A giant is bellowing. Sees Bick take the shot at the centaur and then get hit with the arrow. It's like, you're seeing just like length, like hair hanging down in this guy's face as he just kind of like parts it, and these sunken eyes gaze out at you. You're looking at like this guy is just like a 5 o'clock shadow incarnate. Just like pulls back this hair and like looks over at the centaur who is driving him. Just like, what do you know about that? You got a problem. Because I just remembered who I am. I'm fucking Skunt. And that's when. And I noticed, Jared, that in this drawing, there's this wall seems to have a lot of like rocky debris tumbling down here and there.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
I mean, over where the opening where that goblin was, for example.
Yeah.
I am going to cast Catapult on one of those loose stones. And that centaur now has to make a DC 14 Dexterity save.
Uh-oh, okay. Here he goes. DC 14 Dexterity save. Centaur gets a little bit of a bonus to that. Not as much as you might think, having 4 legs. Here we go. 11. He doesn't make it.
All right. That's what Skunt likes to hear. That's 16 bludgeoning damage as this stony brick, like as you see, like Skunt is like, I'm fucking Skunt, and the whole like wall just kind of like rumbles for a second as he just kind of like seems to reach out and grasp a stone, which then flies across this pasture and beans this centaur in the head for 16 points of damage.
you just smash him with like a brick. Like it's like, oi, 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 oi. It's just like suddenly very Sex Pistols as bricks go flying into the back of the heads of oppressors.
You ever get a feeling you've been cheated? Yeah.
Beautiful. Would Skunt like to move anywhere?
Yeah, I think Bick just whacked him and shook him out of his reverie, so he's gonna. I think if Bick is like kind of facing off against that aperture where the goblin popped out, Skunt's gonna run over and basically go back to back with Bick. So it's gonna be the thing where it's like, nice going.
Wonderful.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. The name's Skunt, in case you didn't hear. Skunt's my name. I'm Skunt.
I told you that. I knew your name. Okay.
Okay, great. That's great. And so you guys are back to back, and then we come to the hill giant, and I said that the hill giant needs to take a turn to just get his shit together, because you did like half of his damage in one shot, Kina. I am going to now take away his little arrows in the back symbol to say that he has recovered. He's gotten that arrow out of his chest. He has dropped the arrow of giant slaying onto the ground over there, okay? If you want to go get it, it's right over there. Now, that's the end of his turn, and then we come to the centaur, finally. And he is going to... What is he going to do? He can do lots of things, but I want him to do something really effective. Let's see, 5, 10. So here's what he can do. He is gonna, you see him kind of like turning around, like, kind of like getting into position with his halberd. 5, 10, 15, 20. So he goes all the way over here, and then he turns around to face Skunt and Bick, and then he charges. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet. He charges you, and that means if he hits with this attack, he does his charge damage against you. And here comes the attack.
And this is against both of us?
No, that's a good point. It seems like Bick was on the side facing the hill giant, so it will be Bick that he is attacking. And his first attack with his pike.
Oh.
His first attack with his pike is a... Oh, God, I'm so sorry, Bick. He just rolled an 18 plus 6, 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do.
And now he does his initial damage, 1d10 plus 4.
I'm gonna die.
Which comes to 7 damage.
Okay.
But he gets his 3d6 charging damage. Am I about to kill Bick?
Can I don't know if this is allowed, Jared, but because we're so clustered together and I went back to back with, can Skunt absorb some of this damage?
Yes. Yes, he can. Does anybody have inspiration to spend?
Do I? No.
I do not.
I spent all mine. Trying to say Princeton.
Scott, you can use your reaction. In fact, wait, let's look this up because there isn't.
I mean, I'm not gonna die. I'm just gonna go down. So it's not a horrible thing. I just will be useless in the fight unless you feed me a healing potion, which is inside my robes.
It's inside my robes.
The only reaction, the reaction that I do have is shield, but that only affects me. But we were very close together, but if I go by the letter of the law, it only affects me.
No. Listen, we don't always have to go by the letter of the law. I mean, I think that you're trying to help your new friend who just is obviously trying to rescue you.
Yeah.
You have a reaction spell, right? Mm-hmm. You said that you were back to back with this person, which would make me think that you guys are very close together.
Yeah.
You may use it to protect Bick. What does that do for her?
Well, the problem with shield is that it just raises your AC by 5, which I don't think would have affected that immense damage, that immense attack roll of yours at all.
That attack roll was a 24.
But the second one... Don't you have to roll again to hit me with the charge?
I have to roll again to hit you with the hooves. Yeah,
Let's
in a
see.
minute.
All right. I mean, if you want to use it, hey, I'll take it. Maybe you look over and Vic is like actually looking pretty bad. She's holding the arrow she was just shot with, and now after this attack, she's like severely bleeding through her robes more.
Yeah, she just took 9 more damage. So the initial damage that the centaur just gave you, plus 9 for the charge.
Wait, I thought you had to roll for the charge.
No, the charge happened because the centaur did have 30 feet running toward you, so it automatically.
But there's another attack coming. You said
No,
There's
I'm
another
down.
attack with hooves coming.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Then we'll see what the hoof attack is, and if shield will protect you, then I will.
Wait, hold on.
do
Pause,
it.
pause. It was just 1 9 damage, right? Not 2 9 damage. You just said
It was
another.
2 9 damage.
Oh, I'm down.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Bick, but looks like really early in this combat, I have brought a player to their knees. I'm just gonna put this big X over you. Wait, that means death, doesn't it? Let's not put that over you.
Harsh.
Let's.
God.
I know it is harsh.
Indignity.
Let's put this little skull and crossbones, which means death saves are occurring. So you know what? Because she's already gone down, Skunt, I'm not going to make you spend your shield on her.
Okay.
However, you might want to use it on yourself because he's using his second attack to hoof
Naturally.
you.
Okay.
Yes. And here come the hooves toward you. And this attack gives you... this is going to be a... this is a 20, modified 20 to hit you.
A 20. Yeah, so even my shield wouldn't cover that.
Okay.
Take it either way.
So, did you cast shield, though? Because you have to tell me if you honestly did or not.
It's a reaction, so
Oh yeah, you can wait till see if the attack is coming in. Thank you. Okay, 8 damage from the hooves from this centaur, my friend.
oof.
And now I'm going to go over to these other centaurs, and I'm gonna say they're like, what? What's going on? And where's another one? Oh, yep. What? And they all turn and notice that there's something going on over in this field. And you guys might have some problems. Let me see. Yeah, and also some other people maybe are kind of taking notice. Okay. Very good. That is the end of my centaur turn. And now, fish in the water, it's your turn.
Okay. I think am I close enough to? How far away am I from the centaur?
Let's see. It looks like you are not very far, about 30 feet. 30 feet, yep.
Well, Fish is going to run with the quarterstaff wrapped around, by his tail. And he is going to charge the centaur.
Great.
And right as he's getting close, he's gonna whip his tail around with his quarterstaff so that he has the quarterstaff in both of his hands, and he's gonna his little paws, and he's gonna come down on top of him with it.
Love it. Move Fish right over to where the centaur is giving your friends grief, and open up with an attack roll. Perfect.
Six.
A 6 attack roll altogether?
I mean, 6 plus 14. Sorry, 20.
Yeah, that's a hit.
$11.
11 damage. Okay, really well done. But you have
And then
4
he's
attacks
also,
coming, right?
yes, then he's going to use a flurry of blows and spend 1 key point. And he's going to take his tail and again grab the quarterstaff to sort of have behind him to free up his claws. And he's going to just swipe with 1 claw at the centaur.
Great.
Another dirty 20.
Another deer is a hit.
For 6 damage.
6 big damage. Really well done. Okay. Uh-oh.
And then my next one is a 14.
Yeah.
Does a 14 hit?
14 hits.
All right. And that is for another 6 damage.
Woo, boy.
And then I get one more attack.
You do? Oh,
I sure do.
shit.
I get a key fueled special attack.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take I'm gonna take my monk weapon and swing it back around and get him one more time. And that one is with a 21.
Hit.
Ooh. That is 12 damage.
12 damage, and he is dead.
Hey!
So this cat comes flying out of the woods. And like suddenly he's like, and before you know it, he's going down on his side, completely just overwhelmed by the flurry of blows.
Nice.
Nicely done.
Nice.
Let me just go ahead and put that he is down. Boom, really nicely done. Vengeance is yours, Fish. Do you have any extra special movement that you'd like to take?
I have the disengage, but if he's dead, and I also don't want to leave Bick, so I think maybe I just get some coverage behind the body.
Oh, that's a great idea. So, well done, guys, or well done, Fish and Kina and Skunt and Bick, who put herself out there. The rogue always puts herself out there. Good first round. Let's start with a new round. Kina, your character would know that other centaurs are responding and that this hill giant is not dead. Okay.
Okay.
So, what would you like to do?
I think on this turn I can get within 60 feet of it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm going to move towards this dude.
Great.
And I am going to now channel divinity abjure enemy.
Uh-oh.
So you see her eyes start glowing red, and she her wings kind of stretch out, and she kind of mutters something to herself that nobody else could hear. But when that happens, this like red orb just goes whoosh outward towards this hill giant, and he's gonna have to make a wisdom save.
Oh, now hill giants and wisdom saves. How do you think that goes?
Not good.
Hopefully good for me.
Yeah, probably not his strongest save. Let's see how he does here. Mr. Hill Giant, come on, buddy. Come on, you can do this, pal. What's the DC again, Noura?
11.
11.
Not
okay,
very high, but
not impossible. Not impossible. My boy rolled an 11, but gets a -1. He rolled a 10. He fails.
Yes.
What happens when this man is abjured?
So this orb hits him, and like all of a sudden he's like trying to move, and he slows down and realizes he can't move.
What?
And he can't move for a whole minute.
Oh, that's real bad.
Oh my God.
That's so awesome. Okay, let me find something to reflect that.
Unless he takes damage, then it ceases. But
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna put this little stopwatch on him, meaning he's kind of frozen in time. He is abjured. Great, and so he can't move. Holy shit. Okay.
but now that doesn't take an action. Oh no, it is an action. It is a full action. Sorry, that was my move.
No problem. So Kina sends out this red orb, and you see her, say her prayer to Ekatra, the white tiger bride, and then suddenly this orb of crimson has surrounded the hill giant. effectively neutralizing him. Amazing round, Kina. And now it is Bick's turn to make a death save.
Okie dokie. Let me roll. I wish that I had told Skunt, like, there was health potion in my robe, but there's no way I would have had time. Oh. As a 4.
That's a 4, and that is 1x on your record. If you get 3, you die. Good luck, Bick. And now it is this little guy's turn. Hold on, I have to mess with my... yeah, let's see here. Suddenly, the goblin appears again, hops up onto the wall with his movement, and oh look, he sees this flying demon knight who just took out his hill giant buddy, and he's definitely going to try to shoot you with one of his drug poisoned arrows, Kina. Here he goes. And he rolls a critical miss, which I am going to rule means that he cannot take his hide action now. He's kind of put himself out there. Normally he gets a free bonus hide, but I'm going to say he's kind of climbed up onto this wall to fire at Kina, and he's exposed himself, and his critical miss reflects that. But he has a buddy. He has a buddy. Let's see. Yeah. Yep. Wait, can I bring him out here? Oh, I know how I have to do it. Boom. There he is. And his buddy is going to move his full movement over to try to get into the fight. Let me see here. Okay, he can go that far. Actually, maybe he'll do a full... I think he'll do a full dash to get over here. So he does one move to get over here. He doesn't really have line of sight on anybody. These walls are in his way. He's a tiny, tiny creature. And so he will do a dash to get over here. So he'll go another 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Oh, this is perfect. And now he hides. So if anybody knew he was here, he's going to hide. Yep, I know what his hide roll is. And here he goes. He now returns to hidden. Okay, that's his turn, and those are the goblins. And now we turn to Skunt.
Never have I been so excited to inherit a name from this character Jared made. Yeah, okay. All right. I think Skunt watches Fish take down the centaur and is like, and maybe Fish, you see him just like, hell yeah. It's like, well done. And I think I'm gonna drop, take a knee, and just kind of like you see Skunt like just level his own hand over his forearm as he tries to take out this goblin on the wall.
Oh, great.
With a firebolt.
Awesome.
Let's see how that goes for him. 16.
A 16 versus a goblin, which has an AC of 15. You hit.
Great. He takes a respectable 3 fire damage.
Oh, okay. That's it?
That's it.
Okay, no problem. You flash fry this goblin. He kind of manages to hang on to the wall. You don't think you've killed him yet. You've just made him extremely uncomfortable. There is a sizzle emanating from his green, warty skin. And my friend, would you like to move somewhere or do anything else?
Yes. And tell me if this exceeds what as much as I can, I would like to grab Bix and start to drag her back behind the body of the centaur where Fish is. I probably can't get all that way, but I'd at least like to start that process.
That feels like an action to
Doesn't
lift
it?
an entire body. But you haven't used a bonus action, have you?
No, nor have I moved.
I'll tell you what. I'm going to do a little GM freewheeling double dealing with you. And I'll say, if you agree that your reaction and your bonus action are spent, I will allow you to kind of drag Bick with you.
Yes.
Fair?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So then why don't we move both Bick and Skunt back here behind the centaur with Fish.
So that means I can't react in the coming turn.
Right, you're too busy kind of moving her.
Understood.
Okay, great. But you do have this big centaur carcass as kind of like a little thing that you can kind of duck down behind now.
Great.
Really well done, Skunt. And then we come to the hill giant, who just moans in frustration because he can't. There's not even anything he can do to break 3.
I'm just like middle fingers up at the hill giant as he's struggling.
I'm just looking up the spell because, I'm the kind of bitch DM that really, really, really wants to see if there's anything he can get, any way he can get out of this.
He's got to get hit.
He's got to get hit. Frightened for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. That is it, man. If he had succeeded his save, his speed would have just been halved, but he is frozen in place. Really well done, Kina. All right, so then we come to the centaurs, and there are other centaurs here, and they have a pretty good movement speed. Let's see how far they can come. 1, 2, 3. They can come 50 feet. No, not quite enough, right? They can come 50 feet. Okay, I know what they'll do. So this one comes 50 feet to there. That seems good to me. Okay. Comes right there. They do have height to kind of look over the wall. Where's my other guy? Where's my other boy? Okay, he can come 50 feet. Let's see how far he can go. Yeah, my boy can get right here. Okay. Oh, wait, I don't want him on top of... Or maybe he can be on top of. Okay, no problem. All right, he comes to right here. And they have bows. They have long bows. And they are definitely within range. I'm going to give you guys... what do we want to call it? A quarter cover?
Yeah.
So how much does that give
fair.
you? Let's see here. Actually, I need to pull out the old... Yeah, I need the old GM screen, the old DM screen. I didn't have it open. Let me look.
Siri, how much cover does a centaur carcass provide?
I mean, it is an exact calculation. Okay, Here we go. Cover.
Wait, is the centaur on top of Bick?
I think I just found it.
No. The centaur's not
okay.
on top of Bick. Half cover is what I'm giving you. So you guys get +2 bonus to AC. +2 bonus to AC for Bick, for Fish, and for Skunt. Because these guys are about to open up with their longbows. Here comes the first attack. It'll be against Skunt. That is not very good. Skunt, does a 13 hit your AC?
No, sir.
Too bad. That arrow misses. Then the next one fires. This one fires at Fish. Remember, you get +2 to your AC, Fish. And this guy rolls a massive 9. Nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. So those 2 centaurs miss. That's their turn. And now it's time for Fish in the water to take his turn.
Well, Fish actually knows that it was Bick who gave him the potion and is hopeful that just fishing around in Bick's pockets and belongings may find another potion to bring our buddy back to life.
Action and bonus action. You want to feed Bick some potion?
I think so.
Okay. Let's see. Let's make the roll to find out what kind of potion you pulled. And did we talk about how many potions there were? Do you know exactly, Beck?
Yeah, I said I took 4 of red potions, 4 black, and 4 purple when I originally pulled them.
I believe you've used 2 of your red potions, yes? Or 3?
Yes.
2,
2.
okay.
2.
Okay, just keep track of that. Let's see how good a potion this is. This is a good potion. This is a potion of greater healing.
Thank goodness.
Okay.
Please.
So that's 4d4 plus 4 hit points.
Should I?
Oh yeah, you should go ahead and give that back to yourself because Fish has used his entire action to kind of make that happen. Fish, you do have movement left after that if you'd like. I'm just making you use your actions to kind of get Bick back in the fight. Would you like to move somewhere, or are you good where you're at?
I think I am. I'm good where I'm at.
So Fish and Skunt and the injured Bick are just like hanging out behind this like centaur's dead body, like this like basically like kind of crouched behind a dead horse. And by the way, he reeked before he died, and now fluids are coming out of him. Meanwhile, Kina the Paladin is just like flying over the battlefield like, ah! Like, you know, Sword of Omens, like Thundercats roar, like casting spells on things as goblins ineffectually try to fire little bolts at her. And that is the end of our second round of combat. And now we come back to Kina again. Kina, what are you going to do for your friends this round or against these little creatures? This goblin, by the way, right near you is still visible because of his critical miss last time.
Okay, well, I only have a minute while he's immobilized, so I really would like to nosedive and grab that arrow.
That makes a great. That's a great point. So you're gonna fly over there. Do you have the?
I'm not sure where exactly you dropped it.
I said it's right where he's at, right where the hill giant is at. So if you're in any adjacent square, you can grab it. Would you like to fly over there? Fly yourself over there.
I would like to do. Can I do it as a flyby? Like, can I still be in the air after I grab it?
Ooh, if you want to fly by, then you can give me a dexterity roll or an athletics roll if you'd like, an athletics check or acrobatics.
I'll do athletics because I.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Oh, give myself guidance before I forget. 14.
14. Okay. I mean, I think that does it. So, you go ahead and fly yourself over there. What is your flight speed? Is it 30 feet?
30 feet.
Okay, so you're gonna need to use your move and your action to fly over there and grab the arrow, but you will remain aloft because you succeeded at your athletics check. So go ahead and put your character. You're near him, but he is frozen. So yeah, there she is. So Kina, like, you're like flying to where like the ground is like right beneath you, like so low, and you scoop up the arrow. And as you're kind of like getting into the air again, which is starting like right now, you see that the hill giant is like looking at you, and he's like, but he can't move. He can't do anything to you. Really well done. And then,
once I get really close, he just hears me go, hey, hey, hey.
Perfect. Very anime. And now we come to Bick. You're back in the action, Bick.
Yeah, Bick comes to after guzzling the potion, looks at Fish. Thank you. That goblin shot me. And she's gonna like whip around, see that Kina's taking care of the goblin, whip back around, see there's another centaur. This centaur's dead. Look back at Fish, and she's like, should we go back in the tunnel? What? Should we just go?
Yeah. What if we like flick the ears of as many people as we can as we make our way back to the tunnels?
You're a genius. And Bick quickly gets to her feet, and as she does, she's going to use her movement and then her bonus action to double dash, but she's going to just like shove and like slap, I would say, towards the north of the tunnels. I could probably get like 1, 2, 3 guys on the pathway.
Yeah, I see that. I think you could. Yes, absolutely. You gonna go for it?
Yeah, I'm gonna get up and run. I'm using my dash too, so maybe I could even get this 4th guy who's toward it and get on the path.
Yeah. I'll allow it. And you say you're just kind of quickly slapping them. If Fish is going to help with this as well and make sort of the same kind of move, then I think we can get all of these guys start to, they start to kind of wake up.
Yeah, and I think she's going like, remember who you are. Now's your chance. Fight back.
I love it. Done. So all of these guys start to kind of like snap out of it, and they're like, so Bick, that's where you're gonna end your movement.
Yeah, I'd like to have some cover. Oh, actually, from the centaur. No, I'm still kind of open. I'm gonna get on the other side of the hill. Fuck it. I'm gonna get on the other side of this guy and get coverage from that centaur.
Okay, great. So yeah, you this guy is kind of in. I know you're like, I'm saving you. Let me hide behind you in case someone fires something at me.
Excuse me.
Very, very roguelike. So now I gotta give you the bad news that it's the goblin's turn and several more of themselves reveal themselves. So here we go. There's a guy here. Uh-oh, he just appeared. And there's our man here. And then, of course, there's our man down here. And he's available too now. And so there and there and there. Oh, you're surrounded by these guys. And they're not going to get close. They're just going to fire their little arrows. And they're going to fire one at Fish first. So my man here is going to fire an arrow at Fish.
Does Fish have half coverage behind the centaur still?
Not from this angle, because you'll see that my man is kind of behind him, right? The centaur's kind of making a blocking thing there. But I have good news for you. My goblin just rolled a 7 to hit.
Great.
That's not going to do it. But this guy right over here, the one that's almost dead, this man right here, he sees Bick, and Bick, you don't get coverage from the guy you hid behind from here. And he's going to fire at Bick. And he got a natch 20.
Come on.
Bick just cannot get a break this turn.
Man.
Bick, you're going to take the full damage that's possible, which is 8 piercing. And now I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. DC 13.
About the poison arrows. All right.
Yeah. I'm sleazing you with poison arrows, everybody.
I pass. That's a 16.
A 16. You, again, feel kind of woozy for a second, but the drug does not take effect. Finally, my man here aims at Skunt, but Skunt, you're going to get that +2 cover, okay?
Yeah.
And here comes the attack. And that attack is not bad. It is a 18. How are you doing? Did he get you?
That hits.
Oh, he hits you even with the +2 cover. So he's going to do his damage.
And I can't shield because I spent my reaction. Right?
You spent it, baby. Skunt takes 6 piercing damage and must make a Constitution saving throw.
All right. 6 piercing. Okay. Constitution. Uh-oh. Well, 13.
13 is that's it. You made it. You do not go under the influence of the drug again, thank God. And so now these guys, because they have a little bit more wherewithal, they're going to move back and hide again. Hide, goblins, hide. Hide, goblins, hide. Goblin Inferno.
Hide, goblins, hide.
Yeah. They're gonna go away. Oh shit, I just got kicked out of Roll20 for some reason. Probably because my encounter was just too badass and awesome. It happens sometimes.
You're banned for being too cool.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm right back in, and I'm going to go ahead and move this guy to the GM layer so that he cannot be seen. And then I'm going to move them around in ways that you're unaware of as they hide and caper through bushes. Yep. And
A bunch of
capering and hiding. Yep. And capering.
They're capering.
Yeah, they're goblins. They caper, they gamble sometimes.
Yeah.
Not gamble like, games of chance, but GAMBOL.
Right. As one gyres and gambles among the wabe.
Yes, exactly. And so my goblins are done with their turn, and now it is Skunt's turn.
Skunt.
Hey, that's cool. Great. So he's the only one there by the centaur. I think. Oh yeah, that arrow like chunk hits him in the arm, and if anybody sees, he just like pulls it out, and you can see him like close his mouth over the wound, like and just like spit this little jet of poison out. It's like throw the arrow down, like big mistake. He says to the wall where there's no goblin anymore, who just hid. I think Skunt is a creature of id. Where was the? I don't know that he's thinking strategically at the moment. So the guy that got me was the one over like directly to the west of the screen, right?
That's correct. He is hidden now.
Cool. I'm just going to go ahead and cast Shatter on that wall right where he was.
Oh, shit. Okay, great. Go ahead and do that.
Great.
So,
Castified. So I cast it on the wall. So in a 10-foot radius of that, if there is a creature still there, it has to make a Constitution save.
Okay, within a 10-foot radius, can you just, you're like right here is where you're saying? Like right, wait. You're talking about like right here? Right here on the wall?
Yeah, right where the goblin was.
I'm sorry, so over here on the wall that surrounds this like little field, the goblin was sitting there, and within a 10-foot radius, everybody has to make a Constitution save. Boom! Your shatter spell goes off. The wall crumbles to bits, like more stones and bricks go flying everywhere. There's nothing there.
Tight.
Our little goblin gimbled and gambled away in his hidden state, and you don't know where he is anymore. Oh, these little goblins! Oh, they're so tricksy.
But Jared, if I may offer something else, Shatter is very loud. Might it be loud enough to wake up the other folks in the field down there towards the south? As debris and thunder wavy and thunderous shock waves blast by them?
Ooh, would a loud sound wake them up? I'll tell you something. If you, let's see how loud your shatter is, Skunt. If you would please give me a D20
it's loud
roll
as hell, man.
And add your charisma modifier, and if you can get over 20, it's so loud that it starts to wake some of these people up.
My charisma modifier? How do you like a 23?
I like it. Suddenly, like some of these people are shaking loose. I'm gonna give them each a. I love that, boy.
I think so. So Jared, if I may,
yeah.
What this sounds like, because it says in the rule that Shatter is like it starts as a sound. This sounds like feedback at first. You see like Skunt just like. Big mistake, and then like almost like wrench his hands around, and then suddenly the sound starts in your ears like someone holding a guitar too close to an amplifier. It's like, and then an explosion not unlike what happens when somebody smashes a guitar against a Marshall stack and like sparks and shit fly out. It's
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it.
As the shockwave blows, and Skunt I think turns around with his long hair like flapping in this noisy shockwave, like yeah, as these guys like shake off their.
That's amazing. So if you come look down at the lower field, and I'll show you, like people are like suddenly like they're like waking up, like a couple of them. Like I just did like little checks for some of these people. Not everybody, but these people have all woken up, and let's see. I didn't do a check for this guy. This little man right beside the hedgerow here. Nope, he doesn't wake up. But a lot of people are starting to wake up, and nicely done, Skunt. Any movement this round?
Yeah, I'm going to try to run right over to where Bick is.
Go ahead and move yourself over there.
Great. Here we go. Hustle.
Hustle. So you move over near the tunnel entrance that your friends came in from, your new friends came in from, and you are with Bick hiding behind a civilian that Bick has just rescued, using as a human shield. Maybe something Skunt would do as well. It is now the Hill Giant's turn. He
and I think one more thing, if speaking is free action, I maybe turn to you, Bick, and I'm like, and you see me, I just try to like get eye contact with you, and I'm like, the mirror has two faces.
What?
As I'm like trying to like give you code words to see if you're in Looking Glass, like, the mirror has two faces.
Oh God, he's still out of it. How do you wake them up? How do you get them to come to?
Who sent you?
Nicely
I'm like
done.
putting out a little smoke on my jacket. I'm like, all right.
Very good. Take a point of inspiration, Bick, for responding that way. I think it's funny. And then it's the Hill Giant's turn to bellow impotently. And I'll mark down that another round has gone by of the duration of his abjuration. The duration of his abjuration. And then it is the Centaur's turn. And this is when they really go for it, y'all. I'm going to say jumping. They can jump in true equestrian style. Our friends the Centaurs can jump this little wall. However, it is going to take a little extra movement. So they have 50 feet. Let's see of movement. Let's see if they can get... Oh, I have real bad news for Fish in the River.
No.
Let's see. What about this guy? How far can he get over? So I'm just checking the distances to see how well they can mess up our party, everybody. And yeah, this guy can't mess them up quite as well, but he can mess them up. So here they come. But wait, I have to use extra movement. Okay, he's gonna try it. Regardless of whether it works or not, sometimes bad guys try stuff, you know? So 5, 10, 15, 35, 40. There we go. Okay. So our Centaur comes by. He does get his charge. He does get his charge attack, and he attacks Fish in the water with his pike. And he rolls a 16. Actually, altogether, I'm sorry, his pike plus 6, so 22, Fish.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yep.
Okay, Fish. Things are looking desperate for our heroes. You take 1d10 plus 4 damage. You take 7 damage from the initial hit, but then it gets its charge damage. And the charge damage is an additional 3d6. Here it comes. That's 12 more damage.
All right. Well, Fish is down.
No.
So sorry, Fish. So sorry to do this to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. I like you guys so much. Okay. Fish is down and making death saves. And my Centaur can continue to move. He moved 40, but he has 50 feet of movement left. I'm moving Fish. There we go. 5, 10. There we go. So he gets a little ways away from you. Meanwhile, this Centaur leaps the fence. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Oh, shit. Okay, he has 10 feet of movement, though. He has 10 feet of reach, rather. And technically, he can reach Bick. But I'm not trying to be easy on you, Bick. I'm just going to say that this guy, I think, like going by his intelligence, which is a 9, -1, and going by the fact that some of these slaves are kind of awakening because of your actions, I think that there's a chance he attacks this slave that you put in front of you, right?
Okay, yeah.
And he does. And that's the kind of roguey shit you do, right? So you got to live with yourself, but he slams his pike into this guy for, I just want to tell you how much damage he does to this dude. He does 14 plus 3d6 to this poor man.
Oh, I would be down again. I would just be down.
Yeah, 9 more, so 14 plus 9. He kills this poor civilian in front of you. And those are the wages of using people as your cannon fodder and hiding behind them. And so that's what he does. This guy just woke up and he's like, free! You can't stop us! You can like he's immediately like slain by the centaur. And now we come to fish in the water. Fish in the water, it is your turn to make death saves. Could you give me one, please?
14.
A 14 is a successful death save. If you get 2 more of those, you will be stabilized and not die. Death saves are the best part of 5e to me. The best thing that they added, like this like very kind of exciting thing that someone can do on their turn, even if they are down. Okay, so that's excellent. Nice work, Fish. And now we begin round 4. Kina, it looks like your friends are beating a retreat. What do you do?
Well, since I'm there with the arrow in hand and I got just seconds before this hill giant is able to move again, I am going to hit him with that giant slayer arrow.
Okay, great. You need to get a little distance just so you can fire at him with your crossbow. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course. I'll say just like I fly straight up and then aim straight down.
Oh, I get it. Okay, done. Do it.
All right.
Drop it on him.
That is a 24 to hit.
Hit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And let's see. The original crossbow damage is 6 points.
Uh-huh.
And then he's got to make that. What kind of save is it?
He's got to make it's a Constitution save.
Con save.
So
does he get disadvantage if he's incapacitated? Oh no, that's con. That would be for Dex, and that's con. Should be okay.
Yeah. I guess it would be okay, but I was about to give that to you, so don't talk yourself out of bonuses next time, Noura Ibrahim.
I play fair, Jared.
I appreciate that you do. So he took from the initial attack. How much did he take?
6 points.
6 points. Okay. Unfortunately, the Giant Slayer arrow does not work a second time. Perhaps its magic has been spent. Perhaps its magic is regenerating from the mana in the air, but it does not do more damage. And I'm going to say that the arrow sticks inside of him, and this time he can't pull it out of himself. You must, if you'd like to keep this magical item.
I see my friends running for it, and so I think on my next turn I'm going to try to catch up with them.
If you only flew upward 20 feet, Noura, Kina, then you may go ahead and get some distance because you are allowed to move, attack, and then move.
Okay, yeah. So I'll just move myself.
Great. So whatever you have left after maybe that 20 feet of height, that seems right. Okay, so you were just hovering directly over the hill giant. You nailed him with the arrow of giant slaying again, and then you flap away to aid your friends who are in a bit of a tight spot. And now that is the end of Kina's turn. We come to Bick.
Yeah, Bick sees, first of all, her meat shield is gone, and she's like, damn it. And then she sees Fish go down. She's, why did I say we were a team? Why did I focus on the team aspect? And she beelines it towards Fish. I do have the movement to get there. I checked. And I am going to pull from I'm going to rip off these sorcerer robes. Fuck these robes. They're covered in blood and they're ruined. And I'm just going to pull them off. And as I do, I take out the last healing potion I have. and I'm gonna guzzle it into Fish's mouth, give him a little slappy on the facey, and then I'm also gonna use my dash to run my distance back towards the tunnel. Fuck this. I'm leaving.
Really smart. Really smart. Done. And Fish, that it was also I rolled a high. That was a good healing potion. 44 plus 4. It's a greater healing potion.
All right.
And I think I'd give a big whistle to like Tina and to everybody in the area, just to be like, we're going back in the tunnel.
Yeah. Seems like a good idea. Okay. So, Bick, nice round. Bick, gorilla commando crawls out to Fish, pours healing potion into the mouth, and then back out. Then we come to the goblins again, and I have bad news for people. The goblins are, you don't know where they're at, and so they appear out of nowhere, having hidden. Here they come. Yeah. Hi, I was right here the whole time. You didn't realize. I'm a little bastard.
No.
Oh, man.
No.
Guys here. And where's my other man?
How did he get all the way over there to the bush by me?
He had the movement.
Oops.
He was like the guy, he was over here on this hedge and he went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, yeah, 30. There you go. Okay, that means that he can kind of see Bick here. Yeah. So this one that's like all the way over by the tunnel can kind of see Bick. And he is going to mess with you, Bick. I'm going to give you half cover for these bushes. Right, you guys are kind of tangling in these bushes, but give yourself the half cover bonus, the plus 2 AC. But he's firing his poison arrow at you, and he's rolling a pathetic 3.
Ah ha ha!
Not today.
And then this guy is going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25, 30. Right, they have 30 feet, right? Yeah, they do. He's kind of in this bush, but the Skunt, you don't get extra cover. Here comes the attack on you.
Oh, no.
He rolled a 2. Not good. And then this guy is going to, he notices that Fish has just gotten to his feet again, and he is going to attack with a natch 20.
Oh.
Come on.
Look, people would go, hey, Logan, what are you doing? This isn't fun. Why are you being such an asshole? And to those people, I have no answer. Here comes an arrow with poison on it. You take the full damage from a short bow, which will be, in this case, 8 piercing damage, Fish in the water. Did I kill you again?
No. Oh
No,
my
you should have
god.
done. You had 44 plus 4 healing back from last time, but now you must make your Constitution saving throw.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Wouldn't it be so funny if you rolled like 1s on all the 4s, got plus 4, got 8 back, and just went right back down?
Right back down.
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
14.
You succeed.
Oh god, thank
You
God.
succeed.
Thank
and
goodness.
so now these guys are going
Sturdy
to.
cat.
These guys have used their movement except for the one down by Fish, and they are going to hide, which means I'm going to put them back invisible. Yeah. Boom. This guy hasn't used his movement. Let's see. Yeah. I'm getting good at this, you guys. I'm getting good at it. Okay, and they've hidden, and I'm making their hide roll. Okay. All right, so that's the goblins. And now we come to Skunt.
Everyone always puts a little bit of English on it when they say Skunt's name.
Skunt.
I see this retreat in progress. Arrows are whizzing by. Like, it's time to beat a retreat, no matter who sent you. And I throw up another fire bolt at the centaur here, and I try to cover our retreat back to where I see Bick headed.
Cool. So you are you're turning to the centaur, the zebra tar, and you are firing a firebolt, and then you're going to run back to the tunnel. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay, great. Go ahead
right.
and give me the attack. It's an attack, right?
I rolled a critical 1.
Oh no! Okay, I think that whatever happens, like, the drug, your exhaustion is still affecting you, and your firebolt kind of fizzles, but it's not going to stop you from running. And if you can get to, can I just point to? If you can get to here, you are out. You're in the tunnel.
Okay, I think I can get to there.
Then let's move you all the way off screen. You have moved there, and you are in the tunnel now. And nicely done, Skunt. And now the hill giant once more bellows ineffectually. And I mark down that very soon he'll be able to move again, but not yet. And then we go to the centaurs. Oh, they get another round. Oh, they're so bad. Let's see. I'm going to give this centaur a perception roll to even notice if... the hill giant took damage! The hill giant can move!
Yes.
That's right, you hit him! The hill giant can do stuff now! You hit him! Okay, here he comes. 1. Yeah, he can get up here and he can swing at his abuser, Kina.
Am I up? I'm up in the air though. Is he that tall?
He's huge. You said you were 20 feet over him though, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. Can I give him an athletics roll to try to jump up and see if he's got he's got a reach also. He's got a reach that's pretty good.
All right.
Cuz he's a hill giant and everything. Oh wait, I don't see a reach actually. So maybe he doesn't. Maybe he can only do within 5 feet. But I still think cuz he's huge, many feet tall, even if you're flying, he might have a chance. What do you think? Does that feel fair?
It's your call. Let's do this.
The dungeon master says, I'm gonna give him a dexterity-based roll, and if he succeeds at it, I'm going to allow him. What is your AC? That'll be the DC for this.
19.
Okay. Oh Jesus! It went off the fucking table. Guess what? He failed it. So he's like swatting at you like a fly, but you're just out of his range. You know what? He says, fuck that. He will go after these other people that he came here to get. So he has some movement left. He did like 5, 10, 15, and he can go 25, 30. He can get all the way over here to the wall. So he's coming for your asses, everybody. And that's the end of the hill giant. And now we are at the centaurs. And oh boy, what do they do really? I mean, this centaur is going to see if he can notice Bick over there in the bushes. Bick has not technically hid, but Bick is a little bit covered. Yes.
Jared, I also made a boo-boo, and we don't have to retcon it because it's my boo-boo. But if I was next to Fish, where I was, I absolutely have the movement to get where Skunt went, the 30 feet, to be in the tunnel.
You're in the tunnel. You're out. Bye.
Okay.
If that's where you wanted to be. Is that where you wanted to be?
Yeah, I wasn't sure where the tunnel was. Okay.
Great. What a great thing to bring up right before centaurs start to attack. Okay. That leaves only poor Fish with 2 centaurs.
There's also all of these people running around the fields, just standing there.
That's a very good point. Let's see what they do.
we freed them and left them to their fate.
Yeah, to die.
So I rolled some chance dice to see if they go after Fish or if they go after these people who are suddenly now kind of rebelling, right? And in fact, they are going to attack these people who are rebelling. And they are going to try to smack them down. Look, I'm not going to bother with that. I am being Mr. Nice Sweetie Pie, Coochie Coo, love you so much DM right now, and I am going to say that they just smack these guys down. Boom. Completely neutralizing them. So unless people get the fuck out, quickly your little meat shields are disappearing. So good job bringing those people back to life. But now you're watching as the agents of Mother Kana just cut them down with zero prejudice. With extreme prejudice is what I meant to say. That is the Centaur's turn, and Fish, it is your turn.
Fish is going to dash directly to the pipes.
Fish dashes directly to the pipes and escapes. And now we only have one person left out there. I'm going to rule that the humans that are left begin to attack the centaurs for hurting their friends. It's a full riot. They're all attacking. And Kina, it is your turn. What do you do?
I am going to dash like a motherfucker back to that.
Do you have the distance?
I'll go as far as I can. So it'll be 60 feet if I dash.
It looks like it's 60 feet, yeah.
35,
Let's see how much distance you
35,
have.
40, 45, 55, yeah. It's right there.
Oh shit, you're there, but you're not out.
All right, it's okay. I'll move up here. Who do I see?
Who do you see? You see,
Like that's
you see the workers
not engaged in battling with whoever.
Who do you see? You don't see any of your friends. You see centaurs fighting and being attacked by the workers. And that's
And
all.
that hill giant's still coming.
He's still coming, but you dashed, so you're out of.
But I'm 60 feet away. I can still cast Toll the Dead on it.
Is Toll the Dead a bonus action spell?
Oh, that's right. No, I'd use my full dash to finalize my full action.
You used your full dash.
My brain's not. Okay, yeah, no, I'm done.
Okay. Let's see what happens. That's Kina, and then the next person to go that hasn't completely exited are the goblins, and so they reveal themselves. Guys, I have to play it. I have to play it through. Forgive me, but the goblins suddenly pop out here. And the goblins have bows, so they can actually fire at our friend Kina. Here they come, goblins, and they're firing at Kina. Just these two are. The other one's dealing with the trying to get the slaves back in line. That is a 21 versus your AC, Kina.
That one hits.
All right, that means you take 5 damage, and you must make a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
Ooh.
Oh, sorry, 13 actually. I forgot. I always forget to add the bonus.
Okay, good, because that's what you needed. So you just barely shrug off the effects of the mind control drug. And now the next one rolls a 15 versus your AC.
That one does not hit.
Oh my god, Kina, you're just barely getting out of here alive. Then we're going to go down to the hill giant. And Kina, I don't think I'm going to let your flyingness save you this time, because you have to, at some point you have to get low to get into that tunnel if that's what you're going to do. Are you still way up in the air at this point?
On this turn, yeah, because that was my full turn.
Okay, so you say you're still way up in the air? Okay, I'll allow it this turn, but next turn, if you want to get back in that tunnel, you have to get low to the ground. He's gonna make his dexterity roll to try to jump up and hit you. What was your AC again?
19.
He does not do it. He's swinging and screaming in rage that he cannot get you. And then it is the centaur's turn, and they are going to keep dealing with these poor humans. And so I have to tell you that I'm not gonna let these humans survive. They're not player characters like you. The centaurs are just, and by the way, by survive, maybe they're just knocking them out to use them as labor later. But you watch as these guys viciously just put down the uprising that's happening. And that is the centaur turn. And now we come all the way back to the top with Kina. Kina, what are you going to do?
So, in order to find this tunnel? Like, I don't see where it is, right?
Well, it's not on our map, but you know exactly where it is. You came out of it to come into this area.
Do I have to move past the goblins?
You do, but they already took their turn.
Okay.
It's your turn.
I'm gonna say screw this giant, and I'm gonna try to
Come.
get to that tunnel.
Yes.
Okay, great. You do it. That was the last little bit of complication. And suddenly, behind you, flapping her wings, dive bombing, Kina smashes down into the tunnel. And now I must say that, it's even tighter than it was before as you continue to move along this tunnel. And you can hear maybe the goblins in the back, the splashing of their feet far behind you. And I need a Constitution saving throw from everybody.
Ooh.
10.
24.
Ooh.
16.
16.
Another day in paradise, eh?
10. Who rolled a 10? Fish. Okay, Fish. You're burned by dragon blood. But I will say there is a bright side to this burning. Here, let me roll for this kind of trap. Fish, can you take 9 more damage?
Oh, God. Nope, I'm down.
Okay. And you guys are out of healing potions.
I have no more lay on hands.
But wait, can we take like we're out of combat. Could I do a medicine check?
Yeah.
I'll allow it. Yep.
Okay.
We kind of
just like a quick wound wrap. I don't have any medicine bonuses. If anybody has any medicine bonuses, you should do it.
You should do it.
not.
You should do it. And just to buy us some time, I know we kind of blew by this, but and I don't know how effective this will be. But as we all go into the pipe, I would like to Skunt to just minor illusion the opening we came through to just look like more pipe.
Oh, very, very
Nice.
good work.
Yes.
I think somewhere behind you, you hear goblins. By the way, goblins have an intelligence of only 10. So let's see how they do on your illusion. Yeah, that's not going to do it. So you hear goblins kind of fighting with each other. They're the only ones that can fit in this pipe. And so you have once again cut off your pursuers. And so our ragtag band of fugitives, having infiltrated the island of Mother Kana, finds themselves moving closer to the source of the secret ingredient, the dragon blood. And if you look at our map for the wicked empire, the wicked criminal empire of Mother Kana, you see how this pipe moves along the edge of the fields where you were just fighting, and eventually arrives at the temple on the island, the temple that gives the island its name, Temple Bay. And soon you all realize that the piping is moving into a much older kind of structure. You start to see old stones that date back from hundreds, perhaps even thousands of years ago. And as you take a short rest and return any HP that you can, you realize that you have come out into the outskirts of a great temple complex, the place where they are perhaps holding your teacher, Fish, the brass dragon Thanu. And so next time, our heroes will follow the source of the dragon blood back to an ancient temple where the brass dragon Thanu is being held captive. Will they save Fish's teacher, mentor, sage, Thanu the brass dragon from an army? Yeah, let's go ahead and call it an army of evil monks. Or will they say, we need a long rest? Is there like a safe place where we can kind of bunk down, maybe have some snacks, talk about our love lives? One of those two things will happen. I want to thank my players again. Thank you for taking all of that punishment. Noura, Ibrahim, Ross, Bryant, Clare, Grant, and Sydney Amanuel. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jared.
Good night. Good night, everybody.
I'm Jared Logan. Good night, everybody. I'll be back to punish these guys more next time. We'll be back to play more of Dungeons & Dragons 5th Edition, the greatest role-playing game of all time on the Glass Cannon Network. We'll see you soon.